Good morning. Welcome to Daily Devotions with Pastor Joe. I'm Pastor Joe, and I'd like to begin reading Psalm 115 this morning. It says, "Not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, Where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. O house of Aaron, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. Ye that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord. He is their help and their shield. The Lord hath been mindful of us. He will bless us. He will bless the house of Israel. He will bless the house of Aaron. He will bless them that fear the Lord, both small and great. The Lord shall increase you more and more, you and your children. You are blessed of the Lord, which made heaven and earth. The heaven, even the heavens, are the Lord's, but the earth hath he given to the children of men. The dead praise not the Lord, neither any that go down into silence. But we will bless the Lord from this time forth and forevermore. Praise the Lord. I'd like to just talk to you a little bit this morning about which will you serve. You see, David here in this psalm is contrasting at the beginning the Lord with the gods of the world, with the idols of the world. And so the world, you see, today and throughout this week, you're going to notice it, and hopefully throughout your entire life you've noticed it and done something about it, but the world likes to mock God. They like to make fun of him. They like to make fun of the idea of the Lord. They like to make fun of the idea of him existing, of him creating the earth in just 6 days and resting on the seventh, of him saving you, of sin being real and hell and heaven. They like mocking God. But David kind of turns that around here. He said, "Wherefore, or for what reason, should the heathen ever say, Where is now their God?" Talking about our God. But our God, he is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased. So David's saying, the world mocks our God. They make fun of him. But where do they have the gall? Where do they have the audacity? Where would they have the authority to even say, where is their God? Where is our God? But you see, the thing about their idols, their gods, the things of this world, they've got things like money and sports and possessions and their jobs and people and family. I know some people who, although they wouldn't admit it, they basically worship their families, people of their families. They hold them in such high esteem that they think that they're going to save them. Money, it's not going to get you anywhere. Your job, it's not going to get you to heaven. There's a lot of things in this earth that it's just not going to get you anywhere. But the world has their idols. And in fact, beyond those types of idols, there are people still in the world today who worship idols made of gold and wood and stone and silver and other precious metals and gems. I like to pray a lot of times. I say, Lord, thank you so much that you're a God, not a God of wood or stone or silver or gold, but you're a God who hears and answers our prayer. You are the one true living God. Every time I think of that, I just sit there in awe at the understanding, the brief understanding, the little bit that I have of how great God is. You see, their idols have eyes, but they do not see. They can see their idols. They can. They make fun of our God because they cannot see our God, yet our God sees everything. It's sort of funny whenever you take it the other way around. Their idols, you can see them, but they can't see anything. So our God, who is not seen, sees everything, but their gods who are seen see nothing. Our God created. Theirs is created at their own hands. The creation of the creation is not much of a creation, nothing special. It's not much of a God. some people lift themselves up as gods personally, and that's at least a little more reasonable than considering a piece of wood that you cut out. I remember hearing an illustration or a song at some point recently. They were talking about how people had taken a tree, and from this tree they had made all of these wonderful things that they were just common things for everyday life, a chair and toothpicks and whatever else. And out of this one stump that was left over, this chunk of the wood, they carved out their family idol. And that's really what it ultimately is. The idea of having an idol made at your own hands is so pathetic. It's so sad. It's such a shame that people worship money. They worship work. They worship people. They worship things. They worship sports and pop culture. It's a very sad day that we're living in. But you see, if you have this happening in your life, that the people are coming along today in the world and making fun of you and mocking God, you can rest assured, because in the New Testament it says, Jesus says, "Blessed are you when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you." When they begin making fun of you and making fun of God, you are blessed for that, because you're taking those hits on the chin, so to speak, for the Lord. Ignore the world. Put your trust in God. David says, "Not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and thy truth's sake." And then, of course, after he's talked about how the idols are so worthless, they can't speak though they have a throat, they can't see though they have eyes, or smell though they have a nose, he says, "O Israel, trust in the Lord." And I've said this before on this channel. I've said it before many times. We are the modern day adopted Israel of Christ. We are not the original Israel, but we are the adopted sons and daughters of the Lord. He says, "O Israel, put your trust in the Lord. He is your help and your shield. O Aaron, trust in the Lord. He is your help and your shield. You that fear the Lord, trust in the Lord. He is your help and your shield." The Lord's mindful of us. He will bless us. He will bless the house of Israel. He will bless the house of Aaron. He will bless them that fear the Lord, both small and great. And so today I would like to just encourage you to look up, lift up your heads to the Lord and say, "Lord, I know I'm going to be facing a tough week. I know I'm going to be facing some things I'm not expecting, but with your help, I know I can do it. You have promised here in this psalm that you will bless and help and increase and be the help and shield of all those who put their trust in you. I trust in you this morning." If you take the time to put your trust in the Lord this morning, lay your burdens on him, then throughout the day, as people try to make fun of your Christianity when you try to witness, just know that you've got your trust in the Lord. He's taking care of you, and he already knew what you were going to go through. And he's put you in that place, as I'd said earlier during the last week with the parable of the talents. He's put you in that place knowing that you have the ability to make it through and to make a difference. Thank you once again for joining me for Daily Devotions with Pastor Joe. If you like the content, give me a like, a subscribe, a comment down below. Let me know what you think. This was shot just on a laptop in a hotel room, so don't be too critical of this one video. Thanks. Have a great day.